most romantic place you've ever been? A candlelit dinner at a fancy restaurant? A walk on the beach at sunset? A proposal under the Eiffel Tower? I bet you never thought of an airport. But believe it or not, airports are a common place for people to fall in love. There are even entire websites and online communities dedicated to people who have met their significant others at the airport. So why are airports such an excellent place to meet someone special? Well, for one thing, airports are full of people from all over the world. This means you're more likely to meet someone with different interests and experiences than you would if you were just staying close to home. And for another, airports are where people often feel vulnerable and open to meeting new people. After all, they're about to embark on a new adventure and may feel slightly nervous. This can create a sense of camaraderie and connection between strangers. In this video, we will show that even airports are bustling places where millions of people cross paths every day, but sometimes, in the midst of chaos, love can blossom. Here are the fascinating stories about people who found love at the most unexpected place, the airport. Story number 1, a lifetime of happiness. A couple met on a plane and fell in love at first sight. They sat beside each other on a long flight and talked for hours. They exchanged phone numbers and started dating when they got home. They married a year later and have been together for over 20 years. Story number 2, flight delay that led me to my husband. A woman met her husband while waiting for her flight to be delayed. She was sitting at the gate when she noticed a man sitting beside her. They started talking and hit it off immediately. They started dating when they got home and got married a year later. Story number 3, love at the checkpoint. A man met his wife while working at an airport security checkpoint. He was scanning her boarding pass when he noticed how beautiful she was. He asked her out on a date, and she said yes. They married a few years later and have been together for over 10 years. Story number 4, Carousel of Love. A man met his wife while waiting for his luggage at an airport carousel. He saw her standing there and was immediately drawn to her. He walked up to her and introduced himself. They started talking and realized they had a lot in common. They started dating when they got home and married a few years later. Story number 5, nothing to declare. A woman met her husband while going through customs at an airport. He was the customs officer who was checking her passport. He was friendly and charming, and she couldn't help but be attracted to him. He asked her out on a date, and she said yes. They married a few years later and have been together for over 10 years. These are just a few stories of people who have found love at airports. Airports are busy and chaotic, but they can also be places where two people find a connection that will last a lifetime. So next time you're at the airport, don't be afraid to look around. You never know who you might meet. And who knows, maybe one day you'll tell your own story about meeting your soulmate at the airport someday. And remember to subscribe to my channel for more exciting travel videos. Like and share this video if you found it helpful.